Hello everyone, in this video we will going to take a look at how to create CRUD application in ASP.NET Core 6.0. And as you can see in my screen, we have a ASP.NET basic template, and here we have a grid where we can add a new record. Let's say 14 August 2020, and we call it we save it, we hit save, and you can see we have added a record. We can edit a record. Let's say note, we change the date of this and hit save. We can also delete a entry. As you can see, we have deleted an entry. So we are going to take a look at how we created this. So we have seen the demo. Now we will create project, ASP project, create a new project. We select here ASP.NET Core Web App MVC, hit next. Here we call it event planner, hit next. From here we have many frameworks we can choose from. Here we will select .NET 6.0, hit create. So it will create a new project for us. So after this we have to create a database. So let's open this MS SQL Server Management Studio. We create a new query. Here we create a new database. Create database event DB. Hit execute. So our database has been created, event DB. Now we will create a new table. So create primary key, and event date. So our table, so we will execute this command in our database, event DB, execute it. So our command completed successfully, so it will create a new table for us. So we can see that here table has been created. So now we have to add entity framework in our project. So management console, open SQL management. So here we will write entity framework core libraries. So install package Microsoft .tools and .SQL Server. So all three packages has been added. Now we will scaffold our database into our project. Remember, this is the database first, so we have to scaffold the database. So write command scaffold db context. Here we will write our connection string. After that we have to write Microsoft entity So output directory will be data. Here we write our connection string now. Server equals to, so the server will be our instance of SQL management tool studio. Here this is our server name, so we will copy it and we paste here and write this. After this we have to specify our database, so database equals to, our database name is event.db. so our command is ready, so let's hit execute it. Okay, so our command has been successfully ran, and it has added a database data folder here with event, model and db context. Here we have a db context class where we manage our database. So now we have successfully scaffolded our database. Now we will go to program.cs. Here we have to add this code, builder.services dot add db context. Our context class is event db context, so we get here event db context options equals to options. So we will resolve this first, control dot, and it will show the options. So we will select and it will import using data planner folder. So let's write options here. Options dot use SQL Server. Import our core class. Here we have to write our connection string. In this quotes we have to write our connection string. So server copy, so we have copied it, and now our database event db and trusted connection is true. So we have successfully added dependency of event db class, context class. Now save it and we come here in home controller. Here we have to write our controllers. Here we have to write our functions where we could use with CRUD. So first let's add our we will add dependency injection. Okay, so we have successfully added event db context in this controller. So first we have, so now we have to create CRUD. So first we have here 4 functions for read, create, update and delete. First we will create the read function. So public event list we just return it. So we have successfully added the event list function. Here we will print all the list of events from the database. Now we will create the we will add the create list create event function. So here write public we have successfully added the add event. Now we will create update event function. Now we will create a delete function. So we have created all functions here. Now we will add a jTable client-side library here. So go to www.root, here add, go to client-side library. Here we will select package. Here we write jTable. So it will say this. Now hit enter and we will see all the files has been loaded here. So we will create the same root for the folder. Hit install. It will install jTable folder here and with all the files. Now we have to add another file. We now have to add jQuery UI. So same process. Here write jQuery UI. Okay, so we will have same folder here. Hit install. It will install a jQuery UI folder here. So we are done with the import of the libraries for UI. Now we will go to the folder. Here we have to create another folder, scripts. In the script folder we will create a new file, JavaScript file. We call it main.js. Hit enter. It will create a new folder here. So in this folder we have to write the code for jTable. So let's write the code. Okay, so here we have to create document. Name of the controller, here we write the name of the controller and the function name, event list. For reading all, for adding we will write add event. Remember, this is the name of our controller function where we add the event. Okay, so this is create. Now we will create a list action. Home, so all functions are written. Now we have to specify fields. So we have written the code here for jTable. Here we have actions where we have specified the action function. For list we have event list function, create we have add event, update we have update event, delete we have delete function. All are the same as the names of them functions. Okay, so now here we have fields where we have specified event ID. Of course it is our key, and date and event name. Okay, so here we will load our table. Here we have event table ID, which we will write in a moment. Now we will go to the view. Okay, and here we will add our client side libraries of jTable, and we will write our div. So let's start it. Create div with id equals to event table style (580 pixels). I will choose it. Margin auto. So here we have added a div with id event table. This is the same id as here we have in main.js specified event table. So now in this section we will have to add all the libraries. First we will add section scripts, link, okay, we will write here the link. So we will go with jTable lib theme we will select here Metro. In Metro we have below. Here we will select jTable main dot css. From here we will relation style sheet. Okay, so we will open next link. Here we will select jQuery UI, list, themes. Here we have many themes, so we will select okay. So now we will write a style sheet. Okay, so we have written all the libraries, all the client side libraries here. Now we have changed here to the blue theme, and also I found a mistake here in main.js. We have to write this static for id. We have to write this hash, and everything is good. Now we save it and hit run. So it ran perfectly. Now it is giving me an error here. So for this to resolve, we have to write compatibility for this. Okay, so we go to program.cs. Here we have to write this line of code. So we have to import a library for this Newton JSON. So we go to tools, here package manager, write Newton. So we will install this package. Okay, I accept. So it is installed. Now we go to this, it is edit. Now we have to do this, so we use serialization. Okay, now save it. We are good to go. Let's run it. Now I have found two mistakes here. First we have to set it as delete event. So correct this. In home controller we set this as add event. We have to return it record equals to model. So hit save and now run the project. Okay, let's add an event, dependence party. Okay, so click save. So as you can see that the item has been, the record has been saved. We can add multiple records. So 22. Okay, hit save. Now it is saved. You can add another record. Okay, hit save. Now all the data has been saved. Now we can edit them. So let's see, we add the date here, change the date. So change date has been changed. Now we can delete as well. Okay, so everything work fine. So this is the project, how to create the CRUD in ASP.NET MVC with jTable. Okay, thank you very much. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you.